Wait, no. You're supposed to not want it.
All right.
Resultado. Quem ligou pra quem não?
Aqui é bom.
Praise the Lord too. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Bahaku, Dashika. Shalom. Back out here again. By the Spirit, grace and power and mercy. Yahweh, Yahushua.
Es good in a way.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders over at the great millstone who will. God shall hallelujah. Peace and blessings to you brothers teaching this truth, man. You know, we just back out here in the spirit again. We can start off with that, Isaiah 30:2.
This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. It says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teacher be removed into a corner anymore.
Read up a little bit.
This is Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20. And though the Lord gives you the bread of adversity,
the Lord gives you, who's the you? Talking about the Israelites. He's giving the Israelites bread of adversity, man. They're being oppressed in the highest form, man. Not knowing who they are, and being killed while not knowing who they are. That's the bread of adversity, man. You know? But what? Go ahead.
and the water of affliction.
And the water of affliction. This is the cup that you've been made to drink of. Let's get that. Lamentations 4:22. Let's hold that. This is Lamentations. Four and 22. And it reads, we started 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. You know, so it's clear who Edom is. It's clear that so-called white man wanted to down out the Edomites. And it's clear that they're oppressing the so-called blacks, okay, so-called Latinos and Native American Indians. It's clear they made themselves naked, man. By your movies, by your actions, by your news press. Let's get that. Psalms 10. 10 and Psalms 54. Let's see. You talking to me? Oh, go ahead, brother. You can finish what you got. What you holding already? I'll find the other one.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. It says, and though the Lord gives you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teacher be removed into a corner anymore. Thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Okay, so 1 second, hold on that. Let me get this, matter of fact, it's 64. Okay, yeah, Psalm 64 and 8. I got it, I'm right here. Psalm 64 and 8. It says, well, first let me go back to Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. So as I was saying, they make themselves naked by the way they, their whole system is set up. Their system actually is been built to fail. It's been built to fall. You didn't build it because the solid foundation is Yahweh Bashir Yahweh Shah. That's why they put on the money and God we trust. Because that's solid. You know what I'm saying? But it was all a ploy. You know, it was all a lie. You say you got that song? Yeah, 64 and 8.
This is Psalm 64 verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Yeah, you gotta read it a little bit louder. Get that, bring that out.
Yeah, the one, go ahead. Con. This is Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1.
Right.
Cry aloud.
What?
Cry aloud.
Cry aloud, man.
Spare not.
Don't spare not, man. I'm too loud. No, man. The Lord didn't say you care about that. Read it again.
Lift up thy voice.
There you go, man. Lift up your voice.
Like a trumpet.
Because how else is the children of the bread of adversity, that's eating of the bread of adversity, gonna see their teachers? You know, if they've been a bunch of choir boys, man. We not your choir boys. Say that for passing them, man. That's not us. We the men of the Lord, man. We the men that follow these scriptures to the best of our ability, man. As far as commandments, all right? So this is Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. Salaki, that Psalm 64 and 8 one more time, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 64 verse 8.
God.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Right, and how are you doing that, man? Because here it is, we got something called film house. You know what I'm saying? And in it, we dig through your archives. It's fine, you go on class. You dig through your archives. We dug through their archives, you know, and we found out they've been telling on themselves the whole time. You tell on yourselves in your movies. You know, all the way back in the 90s, you put out a film called Demolition Man talking about the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, you know? And now we're finally in the time of it right now, when they're actually going to implement it, man. So that's how the Lord is saying they're gonna make themselves naked, man. They're gonna clearly show you what they're about. We're in the last days and blacks can't stop getting killed, so-called blacks who are the Israelites. And they won't give us any justice. Why? Because they've made themselves naked. They're not your friend. Go ahead. They're not you so-called blacks, aka Negroes, so-called Latinos, and Native American Indians friends. They're not going to give you justice because you wasn't sent here for that, man. You were sent here for a punishment, and God's going to give you your justice. You know, He's going to give the elect their justice, and the rest of so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, and so-called Negroes, they're going to die a horrible death in this place that's been built to, you know, by the oppressor to fall. Really was orchestrated by the oppressor. And we built it. Our people built it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Isaiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 25.
That's right.
In the Lord, Yahweh.
In the what?
In the Lord shall all the seed of Israel be justified.
See?
And shall glory.
See that? So that's why the Lord, you can't get any justice because the Lord said that the oppressor was going to have to make himself naked. He's going to have to make his own tongue fall upon himself. You know what I'm saying? In what way? Showing you you're not getting any reparations, man, for him. Period. It's clear. You're not going to get any justice. Black Lives Matter won't work in the way some people are taking it to perceive it to possibly work. Really, it was set up to further destroy you, man. You know? Jeremiah 18, let's get that. Jeremiah 18 and I think we started like 13. start at 11.
Jeremiah chapter 18. Now therefore, go to, speak to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem,
Right.
saying, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I frame evil against you.
Who framed evil against you?
I frame evil against you.
That's another one, man. You know what I'm saying? It's another account of the Lord telling you what's going on. And how does he tell it to you? Get Jeremiah 26 and 4 real quick. I'll put this up. And then we're gonna go right back to that. Yep. And 4.
This is Jeremiah chapter 26 and verse 4. And thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord,
Right.
if ye will not hearken to me, to walk in my law, which I have set before you, to hearken to the words,
To the what?
to hearken to the words,
No, the protest.
to hearken to the words
Keep going.
of my servants the prophets,
Of his who?
of my servants the prophets,
See that? Go ahead.
whom I sent up unto you, both rising up early and sending them.
Before the smoke come, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get that real quick. Isaiah 46 and 9. It might be 43 and 9. Let's see real quick.
Remember the hunger days, the Lord?
No, before basically said before it come to pass, I tell you 10. It might be 10. I think it's 10.
I said I don't need the money. So don't worry about it.
What chapter you in?
46.
No. Hold on. Probably 40, try 42 and 10. You just read 46 and 10, right?
It says, sing unto the Lord your song,
No, right. And you read 46 and 12, right?
46 and 12.
You read that too? Okay. Try that. No, this is it's 42 and 9. It's locked. So that's it. This is Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. And how does the Lord do that? Right. Nope. Read it again, brother. Jeremiah 26 and whatever verse you left off in.
This is Jeremiah chapter 26 and verse 4.
That's it.
And thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord,
Right.
if ye will not hearken to me, to walk in my law which I have set before you, to hearken to the words of my servants the prophets,
See?
whom I sent unto you,
See that?
both rising up early and sending them.
So before, that's it. Because what do the prophets do? They tell you the things that's going to come to pass. Thus saith the Lord. Before, that's what he meant by early. You know, he's going to rise. He rolls up early to tell you people that America's about to be destroyed, man. He rolls up early to tell you your house is getting ready to come back. Who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, man. He rolls up early to tell you that so-called white man, woman, and child is getting ready to go into slavery. We're leading the people into slavery, and they're not actually white. They're the Edomites, man. All right.
They charge $500.
He rolls up early to tell you so-called Latinos, Native American Indians that, man. How? By the men you see on these streets, man. Not in the building, man. Not in the building made with hands. The white man didn't set us up. The Lord did. You see that? We're the building. He didn't make this. He didn't make this vessel, man. He didn't make this. You go ahead. You finish that. That was it. Verse. Okay, nice. And then we're gonna go back to what we're doing.
Both rising up early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened.
You won't listen. I'm putting you on game. I'm letting you know where everybody gonna be at. Jake wanna know where y'all going to party at after the party.
It's the after party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we pre-gaming it.
Exactly. The Lord gave us all of that, man.
He gave us the script.
And he gave, let's get that. Amos 3 and 11. and 11, real quick. Go ahead.
Amos chapter 3, verse 11.
Right.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, an adversity, an adversary, there shall be even round about the land, and he shall bring down thy strength from thee.
Where you at? 11? Jump to 12.
Amos chapter 3, verse 12 says, thus saith the Lord, as the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs, or a piece of an ear, so shall the children of Israel be taken out of that dwell in Samaria, in the corner of the bed. Amos chapter 2, verse 11. And I raised up of your sons for prophets. And I raised up of your sons.
Of whose sons?
Of your sons.
There you go.
For prophets.
Of who?
For prophets.
Keep going. What sons you talking about? New York. Go ahead.
And of your young men for Nazarenes.
Of your what?
Of your young men for Nazarenes.
Right. So you're a young man. He said he raised up of you. We're gonna find out the you. Prophets and young men for Nazareth. Keep going. Now who's the you? Let's find out.
It is not even thus.
Is it not even thus?
Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel, saith the Lord?
Are you children of who? Okay. That's fine. Are you children of who?
O ye children of Israel.
You see that, man? So who did the Lord raise up prophets for? The children of Israel. Young men. The children of Israel. Young men being Nazareth and prophets for the children of Israel. And what do prophets do? They tell you before what thus said the Lord before it comes to pass, man. But they don't argue, like the Lord said. So that's it. Read before we jump to Amos.
Jeremiah 26:4.
You finished that? You did? Go ahead.
Done. This is Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 11. Now therefore go to speak to the men of Judah.
See that? To the men, man. Go ahead.
And to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
These women ain't gonna get it, man. You know, they supposed to learn through the men. And then those of you that's serious, you gonna show it, you know? Go ahead, man.
Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I frame evil against you and devise a device against you.
Now he's telling you, I'm about to be evil to you before he be evil to you. See that? By your own people. But Jake don't get it, man. Jake don't get it. We're not out here for everybody, man. The Lord said I rose up young men of you. You know what I'm saying? Of your sons, I rose up prophets. You know what I'm saying? Of your young men, I rose up Nazareth. Paraphrase. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel? The prophets only come out of the nation of Israel. That's why this whole book is written by Israelites, man. It's written using the Israelite men, you know, today known as so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right? Go ahead, bro.
Return ye now, everyone.
You said what?
Return ye now, everyone.
What book is Jeremiah?
Jeremiah chapter 11,
So Jeremiah was told
Salak chapter 18.
So Jeremiah was told to tell the men of Judah, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites, turn you what?
Salak. Return ye now, everyone from his evil.
Return ye everyone from his evil. That's what Jeremiah was told to tell the children of Israel. You know? Period. Today's so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. He was told he was told the Lord's gonna bring evil on him. That's how it works. Then the evil comes. You know what I'm saying? I called you, ain't answered. You know? Matter of fact, let's get that. Proverbs 1 and Proverbs 1 and 24. Because I have called. Because I have called. Matter of fact, we turn at 23. Start at 23. It says, turn ye at my reproof. How does he do that, man? Through his prophets. Through the sons of the children of Israel, man. So that's how we know the children of Israel, because no one else does this. You see that? It says, turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. You see that? It says, because, but just historically, the thing that's been is the thing that shall be, man. Israel didn't listen in, they ain't gonna listen out. The ones that didn't listen back then, when we were back in Jerusalem, the so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, and Negroes, all the same people. Those of you that didn't listen in, you're not gonna listen out. It's that simple, man. That's why the scripture says, let's get that real quick. First Corinthians 14 and 33.
14 and 33?
God, it might be 32.
And the spirits of the prophet.
Yeah, that's it.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32.
Right.
And the spirits
And what?
and the spirits
Oh, okay.
of the prophets
Right.
are subject to the prophets.
So that's how you know who the prophets is. The only ones that's doing what prophets do. You know? Telling you about the destruction that God has basically already ordained before it comes. You know? That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. You know, ain't nothing new under the sun, man. You know? It ain't nothing new about a nigga like never listen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing new about that. You know? Ain't nothing new about a nigga being destroyed, man. You know? The Lord killed niggas. You know? It's that simple. Don't be a nigga. You know? The so-called right man, he the real nigga. You know? Go back. Go ahead.
Read it back.
Yeah. That was it on that?
That was it.
Let's jump to the next verse.
God. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. Let
No,
your
that's it. I'm talking about Jeremiah. Yeah, that's it on that. You know? So-called white man has duped the so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, and so-called Negroes. You know? He made you forget you're the Israelites. Amazing. He said, come on, says, abracadabra. Your identity was gone.
poof, became him, nigga.
Yeah, that was the thing about that. Floyd Mayweather on planes. You know, look, they the damn white man, bro.
Counting up white man faces.
You a damn Edomite, man.
He got a billion white man faces.
That thing always down here. You free to go where you please. You know, it's your world, Esau. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. You got it. That Jeremiah translator on the tip. This place bugged out. Hey man, you know you ever heard of Israelites?
I have not.
You ever heard of blacks the real Jews? Yeah, you ever heard? Check it out real quick.
I gotta eat.
You ever heard blacks the real Jews? The real Jews. These so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, and Negroes, they all Israelites. Sometime they wear it now. It's gonna be destroyed by nukes. World War III.
You gotta eat.
You finished. You ain't quiet. See if you was right, you ain't. Oh shit. My bad. Anyway, go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 11.
ready to get out of here, man. Ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We ready to get the hell out of here, man. Go ahead.
Now therefore go to speak to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
You at 18?
Con.
Okay, yeah, keep going. You started at 11, right?
Yeah, I just didn't get through it yet.
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
Con,
You
con.
ain't get the point yet.
Thus saith the Lord, behold, I frame evil against you and devise a device against you.
That so-called white man with his devices. That's how deep we go. Go ahead.
Return ye now every one from his evil way.
All right? And he uses the heathens, man. So-called white man the only one gonna bring the shit. China man gonna bring it too. Moab, man. So-called China man. Go ahead.
And make your ways and your doings good.
Right. Because that's how you stop from being destroyed by who people call God, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 18 verse 12. And they said, there is no hope.
They said, forget it, man. You know what I'm saying? Lord hate niggas. And guess what? All niggas don't have faith. You know what I'm saying? So he hates a person without faith. He hates that, man. Let's get that in Sirach. You know, you got it, brother. Keep going, you got it.
But we will walk after our own devices. And we will everyone do the imagination of his evil heart.
So go back and put that one more time, Mahar.
Go ahead.
Sirach 2 and like 11. Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 18 verse 12. And they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices.
Go ahead, brother.
And we will everyone do the imaginations of his evil heart.
So your own heart, man. Lord, man, like hell with believing, man. Go ahead, brother. So the Lord hates a person with no faith. Let's hear about it.
Sirach chapter 2 verse 13. Woe unto them.
What?
Woe unto them.
What?
Woe unto them that is faint-hearted.
That's what?
That is faint-hearted.
Let's find out what faint-hearted means. The Lord said, woe unto them that's faint-hearted. Destruction means is what woe means. And he said, so he's saying destroy them that are faint-hearted. So what does faint-hearted mean? Go ahead.
For he believeth not.
You don't believe, man. You got no faith, man. So you're damned by God. You know what I'm saying? They keep talking, you know. Go ahead.
Therefore shall he not be defended.
So you know, when that destruction that the Lord ordained, because once he ordained it, he just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that. Sirach 39 and 28. Once the spirits, they had a council up there. No, we can do it, you know what I'm saying? He tell them, all right, cool, this is what I want to do. He sent it through. And once it's through, the Lord sit back, man. And whoever get hit by it, it's those that are faint-hearted, man. So they don't get defended, man. That's why the Lord said on the flip side of it, those that keep the commandments won't feel the evil things, man. Shall evil be done in the city, and the Lord have not done it, man. So the Lord can come, he can send a tsunami through here, man.
There's people that have died as they see the bombs in the sky.
You know what I'm saying?
That go a little bit into faint-heartedness. You can't stand for nothing. That's why you ain't got no faith, man.
Speak up a little bit.
You're going to see some of them die, still seeing the house shot come over the sky.
Shalom, brother. How about Shemi Al-Shah? Huh? Rock it down.
You know what I'm saying? These so-called black men. Israelites. This is Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits.
What?
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
So spirits is in everything, man. You know? Let's get that real quick. Search that real quick. I can't think. You might not find it, man. Usually we'll BS results. Where should I go for my spirit? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
One more time from the top.
This is Sirach chapter 39 verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
So spirits are in everything, man. Spirits are in the elements. They're with the four elements, right? Earth, wind, fire, air, water, fire, whatever. But anyway, Lord put spirits in all those things, man. You know what I'm saying? So when a tornado comes, that's the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Spirits ain't just only in people. You know, that's why when you go out to the wilderness, it's good for the spirit, because the spirit and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So there be spirits created for vengeance, man. So a tsunami, that's bunch of the element water with a certain spirit on it, you know what I'm saying? And it's created for vengeance. That's why when it comes through, it destroys. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the element air, a tornado. That's the element air with a certain spirit on it. That's why when it comes through, it destroys. And you keep going, man. You got rainstorms, you got earthquakes, you got all these different type of things that the Lord has put his spirit on, man. And those are things that were created for vengeance. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they
So
pour.
in the time of what?
In the time of destruction,
So when a tornado comes and destroys, that's what it was made to do. That's what it was time for, man. It was the time for it, man. You know, that's why I say Ecclesiastes 3:1. It's everything that's season, man. You know, that's how the Lord do it, man. You got it.
in the time of destruction, they pour out their forces, so like their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them.
And do what? They do what?
And appease.
Go back a little bit.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Let me get Psalms 137 now. Reread that again.
Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28.
This heavy, man. This not no regular. See, that's the problem, man. They think they don't understand how deep this Bible really goes, man. These are the words of the Lord. In it is his knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can just be in, man, you can low key meditate on this right here for a lifetime, man. You can sit and study it and see when it works. When the rainstorms come, the trees get knocked out, that's right here. So now you know that, you should be able to go and look at things different and watch it. So that's what he do. What is the point of bringing that out? Once he sent it forth, man, go ahead one more time, man. Sirach 37.
Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
So that stuff hurt, man. They do what? They pour out their force, man. That's why the most powerful things are tornadoes, tsunamis, hurricanes, goddamn ice storms, hailstorms. Certain hail could bust your head, man.
So he'll get so big as to be bigger than the baseball.
Your head sometimes. They done found hail pieces the size of people, bigger than people's heads.
That goes to the movie Geostorm.
Well, the movie Geostorm going to that.
It's a lot. I say it like that. In Geostorm, basically, is every weather altercation times 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On a higher level, where it basically literally just went on to this other world. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You want the next verse?
That's it. Go ahead, brother. You go ahead and go back to that. Yeah, exactly. Kind. Yeah, you stop at that 29. Kind. Everything else is, you know. Basically, it go into depth. If we was going to nutshell it, but you go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 39 and verse 29.
But see, that's people's problem, man. They think they're trying to draw your eye, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here to be a warrior. difference. You know what I'm saying? That's your loss. If you were staying around a little bit longer, you would have found out. You know what I'm saying? That was different. You know what I'm saying? You don't just give, matter of fact, let's get that too. Matthew 7 and 16, I believe. Might be 7 and 12. You got it. Go ahead.
Shall know them by the fruits.
No, you got it. You can go back to that Sirach.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. In their fury, lay on for strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
That's it on that verse, right? So we're gonna nutshell it, right? With the
I'm gonna get the next one to go into.
you got that Psalm. One of y'all got that Psalms 137.
All right.
Okay, cool. So we was gonna nutshell what the brother just read in that. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not to say the Lord's word is limited, because it definitely expounds. But we ain't here to, you know what I'm saying, give you everything. We trying to get you to see this is it, and then you come in, and that's when the Lord give you everything, man. You know what I'm saying? You want answers and stuff you ain't even worthy for. You know what I'm saying? That's enough right there. Point being, Matthew 7 and 4, it says 7 and 6, give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and bring you. You know what I'm saying? This is trifling people who bring out everything you know. These are riches. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, you got that certain little brother, you let your little brother rock your kicks. You know what I'm saying? You can't get his little brother. There's one little brother you got, because he a dog and he dog stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm the brother that got all the shoes. My little brother, you know, I bought, you know, me and my brothers, we just rock them. But you got that one brother who, when he get him, he dog him out, man. He dog him the hell out. He wasn't even worthy of it.
Like your brother, some Air Force Ones in the scuffle.
Or whatever. Same, you know.
I got a second to that.
You got something? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 26. Let me get some context. Verse 25.
Where again?
Matthew 15. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs.
Because this bread is like the best bread you can eat, man. You don't just want to pour it. That's what you gotta say. You gotta slow down, man. You can't just be. You gotta really understand what it is, the hell that's going on, man, and what it is you have. You gotta understand your value. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here just slinging. You know what I'm saying? Just slinging. That's how you catch something. You know what I'm saying? It's the scripture I'm going to tell Proverbs. It said, basically, matter of fact, try to search that real quick, brother. It say, when you try to teach a scoffer, you're gonna get a blemish to yourself. Now, how is that? Because you don't teach no foolish man. You know what I'm saying? And that more than likely is gonna happen when you ain't taking heed to the word. You know? But you got it. Go ahead and go finish that 30, it's all right, 39 off. 39 and 29.
It says, it's Sirach chapter 39, verse 29.
Right.
Fire and hail and famine and death, all these things were created for vengeance.
You see? So it tells you, the Lord basically, the devil, he took the outright cheat sheets out the Bible, but the whole Bible is the cheat sheet. You know what I'm saying? But you got some things that's just clear-coded, answers to things that you would have never thought the Lord would have gave answers to, like straight up. That's straight up. You know what I'm saying? But you should have understanding just in the 28th verse to know, okay, that could be anything. Spirits created for vengeance. You was simple if you just apply that to a person. You know what I'm saying? You need to think. See, that's why you need to you just don't throw everything out, man. You give them more than they you bite off more than they can chew. That's why the comparisons for being a baby, man. Let's do that real quick. 2 Peter 2 and
I got scripture to second that. Giving too much. This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 23. Be not curious in unnecessary matters. More things are shown unto thee than men understand.
Yeah, you know, even with that, you know. But this not an unnecessary matter. You know what I'm saying? But the point being, that's right, man. You know, it's more things that people getting exposed to they ain't even ready for. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. You know, that you can relate to this, you know? So, if you find that scripture in Proverbs, when we go into them detailed ones, don't even worry about something like that. Using the app. Esau gonna play you, man. Anyway, this is 2 Peter 2 and 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, a baby don't come out eat meat, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta desire the sincere milk. You know, you do even know what a spirit is.
Eat bagels for the rest of my life.
You know what I'm saying? You just want to hear this and hear that.
I don't like that there's a hole in the middle.
You want to hear the truth? Do you understand what comes with this? You know what I'm saying? You want to teach? Do you understand aspects of it? You want to whatever you may want to do, man. You gotta desire the fundamentals first, man. First things first. You know, so we not out here to please you people, man. We out here to appease the Lord. And the Lord don't want us dealing like that, man. But let's go ahead and bring that so we can finish this off. That Psalms 137 and no problem.
No, I can go behind it.
Okay, go ahead.
Psalms chapter 137, verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth.
He died.
137. Where you at?
137.
139 and 7. So lock it. So I said 137.
This is Psalms 139, verse 7. Whither shall I go
So where shall you go? Go ahead.
from thy spirit?
Where shall he go from his spirit?
And
Isn't
then-
anywhere you can go. So that should tell you right there, the Lord's spirit is everywhere. That's why I say he's omnipotent, he's omnipresent, man. He's omnipotent, he's omnipresent, man. One more time on that, brother.
Psalms 139, verse 7.
That's right.
Whither shall I go from thy spirit?
So where can you go from that spirit, man?
Or whither shall I flee from thy presence?
Yeah. Hey brother, if you proud enough right there, I don't know if you are, I'm just saying. I can scoot down a little bit. Brother, you got a little room on the side. You ain't got to be all bunched up behind the side. It's up to you. Anyway, hold something that brother's pocket.
This is Psalms chapter 139, verse 7.
Right.
Whither shall I go from thy spirit?
That's right.
Or whither shall I flee? It's a bunch of them out there. I think that first one.
Yep, 9 and 7. That's right.
Oh, yep.
Sorry, I think I'll check.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, 9 and 7. You got it.
Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 7. He that reproveth a scorner getteth himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot.
So you gotta understand what these things say. You can read all day, but you already getting what's going on, man. It's not no game, man. You know? That's the truth. Hey man, a lot of dudes in this truth gonna die too, man. Because a lot of dudes ain't right, a lot of dudes ain't sincere, a lot of dudes ain't obtaining to what they actually supposed to be obtaining. Just because you know the truth don't mean you don't even know if you're going to make it, man. Let's get 1 Peter 4 and 7, man.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand.
No, they ain't it. 17. Verse 17.
1 Peter chapter 4 and 17, it says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of power.
The Lord gonna get this place straight first. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna set the brothers in order first. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said that meeting gonna say to me in that day, Lord, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Why is he not going? What could be the reasons for why the Lord won't know you? You know what I'm saying? He said, haven't I prophesied in thy name? Haven't I cast out devils? You know what I'm saying? And it's a chance you don't even make it, man. That's how serious this is. So you gotta be paying attention. You know, not doing what you want to do. You gotta do what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find out what you're supposed to be doing according to his word. That's what we gotta do. But let's go ahead and finish what you're gonna talk. I'm gonna finish what I got too.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
What's the key word in that? What you just read? Us. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't got it. These people don't got a chance. You know what I'm saying? So we want. That's why, you know, hey man, it's serious, man. You know? Let's get Philippians. Philippians 2 and
Yeah, they need to make it more diverse. I love the bacon.
Go ahead and finish. Am I recording something right here? All right, cool. You already read? Can you read the Proverbs already?
I didn't read it, but I read it.
Okay, you can go ahead. Yeah, bring that back up.
This is Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 7. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a butt.
Because why? 1 Corinthians 4, second to the last verse.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Why does he say you're going to be ashamed?
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
See that? Go back to that
Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 7. He that reproveth a scorner getteth him to himself shame.
A wise man, he moves up to honor with his word. See that? He's supposed to be bringing the word out to you. He a scorner. They're the same men. See that? You're going to get the same. That's why we don't bring everything out to you, man. You know, you got to learn that, though. I got to learn. You know, get better at that. So, practicing it. Finish that? Okay,
As long as you're cool with
Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 4. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him.
That's fact. Talk not to you know what I'm saying? If somebody get a Proverbs, I think that's might be 4 and 8. You know? That's better. You know? Proverbs 4 and 8. 4 and 7, 7 and 4 is
20.
What you saying?
My son, attend to my words.
Nah, that ain't. He's searching. It's ain't talking that much with food. Matter of fact, that's in the pocket. It's when thou perceivest a man to not have the put the lips of knowledge. Solomon said. I used to keep this on my head.
Sirach chapter 22, verse 13. Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding.
See that? That's how you're going to get ashamed, man. The wisest man is telling you to talk not much with a fool. You don't even go to him to have understanding. And then that's further back up in the New Testament. They said if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Man.
I got you, right?
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7.
That's it. That's exactly what
Go from the presence of a foolish man, when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge.
it is. Send them niggas on their way, man. Good talking. You in Sirach? That's in Sirach, right?
Sirach chapter 22, verse 13.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sirach chapter 22, verse 13. Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that has no understanding.
Same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Beware of him lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his foolery.
Man, that's the whole point, man. So listen, you know what I'm saying? For those who listen. So yeah, you don't talk much with the fool, you don't cast the pearls before swine, you don't give a person everything. That's what makes these women so unviolent. Because that's their nature. They can low key just read these scriptures and become a better woman. The very ones you just read. That's why the Lord compares Israel to wars. You know what I'm saying? Make all the sense in the world. You know? What's the nature of what's the usual nature of an off woman? War. Me and what? You know? But anyway.
Depart from him, thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with madness.
But look, and that's now you stressed out. That's another reason why I said you're gonna get a block. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, look, you know what I'm saying? It's everything. You're an idiot in the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know, man. You're an idiot in the truth. You're not an idiot, you're an idiot with the truth. You're an idiot with the truth. That's it. Matter of fact, you're a nigga. That's who it is. Riches are not coming for a nigga. You know? Anyway, let's go ahead and finish with that. We didn't finish. We finished that Jeremiah 26:4. And some else you call whatever you
Oh my God, my heart is so full. Get the fuck out of here. Fine, I know you find your room, but I don't.
I did go. Nah, y'all have we told the scriptures dealing with y'all gotta stay where you at. You gotta stay right here. You had that I'm still on the Lamentations 4, we never finished on. And the brother Mahar, he should have something. I ain't gonna say he has to, but we didn't finish the point. everything we've been grabbing has been side points. That's why I be saying, let the brother get the quick side. The main, the whole teaching is around usually what we start with, especially if we don't finish it. We'll never drop beginning scripture. You got that. That's a side piece. That's a side piece. So whoever, what we're talking about now, let's go back to Isaiah 30 and 20. 30 and 20. That's still Lamentations 4. It was one more scripture we had. It's all good.
I got Isaiah 30 and 20. It's called Isaiah 46.
All those wrong scriptures. Go ahead. All those wrong scriptures. It was some other scriptures we had. It was Lamentations 4.
Oh my God.
It was something the brother had. It's cool. It was because he was dealing with that the eyes were moving into the really he grabbed most of the side people. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to search that. It's never come. Yeah, it's cool. It is the thine eyes. No, he got it. That's what he got. Yeah, it was another scripture. So, I thought you had it. It's cool. We got it. But the Spirit will bring it back up. This one. This is where we at though. This is where we started at 30 and 40. I got to 56. I'm taking 4.
Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. Thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
So, the point, where I pulled this for was Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked, which we was going into. You know what I'm saying? Everything is being exposed, man. That's why you're hearing about Pizzagate. You're hearing about, you already heard, that's old now, man. You know, all these different things is coming out. Ellen DeGeneres, that they don't even like. They don't even like Jacob here, man. And nothing but Jake wanted her sex. You know what I'm saying? Which she's an abomination anyway. You know? All these things, all these stories coming out of these politicians. You know what I'm saying? The devil is exposing himself, and it's mainly because he's coming on his damn self. You know what I'm saying? Too many people are journalists. You know what I'm saying? Too many people have access to their internet. Your whole technology is backfiring on them. You really think he would have put out songs if you knew niggas if you smart enough to use them and record injustice? You know what I'm saying? He would have did that, man. It's like the same concept I was trying to tell you, it's not the white man's book. All he put means that show that he did it. You know? He sound like everything God hates in him. You said what? Yeah, man. He sounds like he fit all of that, man. The person that's going to destroy, the person that looks red, everything. He's going to, you know what I'm saying? It say God got woolly hair. Are you serious? You know, so it's the same concept. His own tongue is falling upon itself, man. You know what I'm saying? But this Lamentations 4:20, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished. O daughter of Zion, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity. O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins. And he's doing it, man. He's going to show exactly how this place is off. And he's going to remind you people, let's get that. If a man is found, if a man is stolen, you know what I'm saying? It's another reason all the way back to the Torah why you people got to go into captivity, man. We ain't got to just Revelation 13. Go ahead, bro.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 7.
That's right.
If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double.
Deuteronomy 24:7. It says, if a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the children of Israel, and making merchandise of him, or selling him, then that thief shall die.
Woo! That ain't even the one though. It's another one I'm talking about. That's not even the one. Read that again, brother.
It's in Deuteronomy chapter 24 and verse 7. If a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the children of Israel, and maketh merchandise of him, or selleth him, then that thief shall die, and thou shalt put an evil away from among you.
So that was really among Jake, you know what I'm saying? But you had, you know, they like to say, you know what I'm saying, so-called blacks or some of the other so-called blacks. But man, stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. And all those dudes that help, all those niggas that help the so-called white man lead, the so-called his own brethren, you know what I'm saying, in the slavery, they gonna pay. And you still going to slavery. You know what I'm saying? Because a child of Israel is not a homeborn slave. That's why Jeremiah said that, man. Is Israel a homeborn slave? No. You know? Yeah, but I mean, that pretty much hit the point. What was that? You said Deuteronomy 24:7? And then that Exodus 32, that was good too, man. That ain't.
21 and 16.
Huh?
It's Exodus 21 and 16.
That's it.
This is Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. And he
said you love Revelation 13:10, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's listen to this.
Look. And if he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
So Ham was getting put to death. So-called Africans, so-called white man getting put to death, Chinaman, all the people that stole the Israelites, getting ready to go into slavery. So they're telling the story of this one. Good? Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So we waiting for the Lord to revenge so-called Negroes, blacks, aka blacks, so-called Latinos, and Native American Indians. We waiting for our blood to be avenged, the saints, man. You know what I'm saying? That was our brother right there, man. You know, it's a Jake, man. They know what's up. Everybody, it just ain't for everybody. But then they're gonna get the promises, man. It's inevitable. You know? The Lord not a man. He gonna kill these niggas to make them get it, man. If he doesn't, that's how stiff-necked these people are. This shit is crazy, bro. The Lord gotta kill you. Program you. Just to feel what he's saying. Ain't nobody, like, that's how you know we God on earth. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. The Lord, man, he don't get it twisted. The Lord, man, he's like, try to do what? Yeah, he did. That's it. You think make everybody robots, man. You ain't on that level, bro. It's impossible. Look, where shall I go from thy presence? That's why that's the R5 beat. Go ahead, read that again.
That's why they keep fellas.
I got it.
That's why they keep fellas, because they planning we're on full proof. They don't have the power. Their power is false.
Get that. Deuteronomy, in fact, 1 Samuel started at 2 and 1.
1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 1. And Hannah prayed and said, my heart rejoices within the Lord. My horn is exalted in the Lord. My mouth is enlarged over my enemies, because I have rejoiced in thy salvation.
You see that? These goddamn men worship women, man. You know? But they probably doing a little job. It's cool. Go ahead, bro.
1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 2. There is none holy as the Lord.
That's it.
For there is none beside thee.
Keep going.
Neither is there any rock like our God.
Read that one time. You gotta read that too.
1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 2. There is none holy as the Lord. For there is none beside thee. Neither is there any rock like our God.
There you go. Keep going.
Verse 3. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly.
So the so-called white man, his power ain't like our power, man. It ain't solid enough, man. You know? Their rock. Read that second verse again, brother, one more time.
1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 2.
That's right.
There is none holy as the Lord. There is none beside thee.
Besides the house, man.
Neither is there any rock like our God.
See? Ain't no rock. And you can't find nothing solid like the Lord, man. A rock solid. You know what I'm saying? So that's the back of his brother point what you just said. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this in Psalms 139. Yeah, stones, man. You know, and most stones, the Lord, stones don't even compare to the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? But he deals with them for the reasons he made them, man. The precious gemstones, you got some stones you can't even break them.
But that's what they say. They say if it's real, they should be able to break it.
Now you got some stones that break. Some stones. But selling. Anyway, this is Psalms 139 and 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? So the so-called white man want to do that, man. He knows God has this set up to where can't nobody get away from him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, if this is my world, I want to do that. Let me chip you. You know what I'm saying? No, that ain't the point of the prophecy. So that's just another aspect, once again, of the R5 chip. You know? Let's get that. That's Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation
in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So you see that in all his technology, man. He has a God complex, right? That damn devil, man. You know? It's like what they say, small things to a giant. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing, bro. You know? That ain't nothing. Goddamn.
Going for a deep chip.
Man, just don't take it, man. You know? Praise the Lord, you don't take it. Exactly. Perfect. Good. Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4.
Right.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
You know? See, he look back, and somehow his spirit made him look back at me. Nigga with the fold dude. The damn Mahomes jersey. You know? Niggas still watch football. I don't even know these niggas, man. You know? This fake ass world, man. Man, we don't talk about
This is Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
Because you got it all, man. You know, you think you got it all. When you think you go in your big home, why would you seek the Lord, and you ain't been seeking him? You know what I'm saying? You wasn't seeking him to get it. You know? And the scriptures talk about that. Go ahead, brother.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
See that? And all these, let's get that. Revelation 18 and started like this. This is Psalms 127. Matter of fact, go ahead and bring it up.
This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So the so-called white man, if he thinks he can't come down, the scripture's telling you all the nations follow what he does. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of their so-called white man or not. The China man, so-called, Moab, he follows what the so-called white man does. Esau. You know what I'm saying? So all these dudes did that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I ain't got my house, my mansion, by following who you tell me is the real God, why would I start following? So that's what that's going into. Go back to that. What's that? Psalms 10, I think that was? Yeah, Psalms 10 and 4. Yeah, go back to that.
This is Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
He look in the mirror, he's just like that nigga American Psycho. You know what I'm saying? He think he's in shape. You know what I'm saying? He's jealous, hair is clean. He's what's appraised in the earth right now. You know what I'm saying? So-called white man, black man, we the scum of the earth right now, man. You know what I'm saying? People actually want to be us, but they remember they hate it. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a nigger. Look at your hair. They envy you. That's how you know it's just be cursed. You want to be me, but in the same breath, you can't want to be me because I'm cursed. See, we ain't the winning team right now. But actually, in reality, the hopeful elect of the Lord are the winning team.
That's why Esau be confused. That's why Esau tries to get everybody else confused.
Which is the point of Revelation 18 and 5, man. All the nations have drunk of the wrath of fornication, man. The wine of fornication. That's a philosophy. Yeah, you go ahead. That's a philosophy, man. That's
Revelation.
America's philosophy, ran by the so-called white man. You got it?
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Everybody's tried it out, man. We were just talking about that earlier. So-called Floyd Mayweather think he a white man, man. You know what I'm saying? You think he Esau. The Lord don't care about your U-boat, bro. You know what I'm saying? He does not care about that. He don't care about your Maserati. He doesn't care about your Porsche. He don't care about how much money you got in the bank. All that is vanity to the Lord. He doesn't care about that. He gonna kill you people, man. And he gonna kill you niggas that's Israelites trying to be like the so-called white man. That's what the so-called other nations do, man. You know? But actually, everybody's supposed to be learning from the Lord, man. You know? So, if I got my mansion by bloodshed, robbery, you know what I'm saying? Beat niggas up. My head gonna be blown up, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see the Lord, man. You know? So if I go in my big home, I ain't get this mansion, I ain't get this home before by Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? I was they start seeing, so I got a scripture right here. This is Psalms 127 and 1. Except the Lord, except Yahweh build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except Yahweh keep the city, the watchman waketh in vain. You know what I'm saying? So if the Lord ain't build you up, man, we already just read it. Your rock is not as our rock, man. You could have built your home on the best lake, the best acreage, man. The place with the best weather. And it still won't be solid enough, man. It still won't stand, man. It still won't stand because the Lord didn't build it. And that's what these people about to find out, man. Then when they go home, these dudes, probably a lot of these people, they go home and they go into these big ass homes, man. Psalms 127 and 1. Except the Lord built the house, they labor in vain that building. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain, man. You know? So it's like if the Lord didn't want to save the elect of Israelites, we out here in vain. You know what I'm saying? We'd be doing this in vain. It ain't, man, your dungeons, your bunkers, none of that shit, it's not going to do anything, man. You can build it to the crust of the earth. You know what I'm saying? You're finished, bro. You're done. Because the Lord didn't build it. So that's why when you come into the truth, you got to put away things, man. You basically got to start over. Because your foundation is off. You started off wrong, so you gotta tear everything down, man. Everything. Every damn thing. What is your foundation? You around the 32. And then you bring out what you own. Matter of fact, if it makes sense now, go ahead.
I'm saying, and we were going to go with that motivation issue.
Come on, we'll go back into that. Lord willing. This is what I was actually talking about. Deuteronomy 32 and Salaki 31. For their rock is not as our rock. Even our enemies themselves being judges. Salaki, read that again. It says Deuteronomy 32 and 31. For their rock is not as our rock. Even our enemies themselves being judges. For their vine is the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are the grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison. I'm gonna stop right there. So the vine is what? It's going into the root, man. It's rooted in wickedness, man. That's why the Lord said He's gonna plug this place up, man. You know? You know? If you women don't wake up, if you're Israelites, you're gonna die in America, man. It's that simple. The Lord don't care. It ain't no respect of persons with the Lord, man. These women gonna learn, bro. And these dumb fucking dudes out here, bro. You know? They think they can keep walking around. See, America, man, bro. This place is so wicked, bro. These women really think. Yeah, but America built these damn women as traps and like literally they got some shit called thirst trap, man. They really think like they oblivious to everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, well not oblivious, they are oblivious to everything. The word I'm looking, they think them being a woman gives them immunity or some shit, bro. They ain't gotta listen. All women got that fucking attitude, bro. The Lord gonna kill a lot of women, bro. A whole lot of women. Yeah. That shit crazy as hell, bro. A lot of these women wicked as hell, man. That's going on. What is that for? It's like some wicked as hell.
And then with your pride.
You think it's cute being stupid. Hey, man, you better separate from that so-called white man. The Lord gonna kill you in hell, man. damn demon. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be making no marriages with no damn Edomite. You a so-called black woman. She thinks, she man, bro, I swear, bro, this place, go ahead, wherever y'all got. I got it. She's crazy. They don't have to have sense. I pray to God the Lord destroy stupid women, man. I pray they ain't gotta be stupid in the kingdom, man. That shit ain't even fair. Why she don't gotta be, you know what I'm saying? That shit is not fair, bro. I can't be an idiot walking around, but you can. That shit alive. It's this world doing that, man. That ain't reality, man. You know? Yeah, man. Most of these women gonna die. As soon as the damn race war starts, all of this, man. You know? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, women gonna die, man. And a lot of them, most of these men, you know? Shit, it's disgusting, bro. It's really disgusting. Nobody got any sense, man. Any. Everybody got their own vain opinion. Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 33. For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel. The daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her.
What?
It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come.
See that? Yet a little while, the time of her what?
Of harvest.
The time of her harvest, man. We're gonna go into it. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 39. The enemy that sowed them is the devil.
Start up here.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed is the children of the kingdom. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that soweth them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world.
So-called white man he dropped the jewel on you people. And it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did, man. And that's why this place is rooted in wickedness, man. That's why it's rooted in wickedness. That's why I deal with horticulture so much. Because the whole concept of science behind horticulture, it ties perfectly into the setting up of a country, into the setting up of a civilization, into the works people do in that civilization, which is the fruits. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. I ain't know, I was gonna like some stuff, man.
Trying to hit that the harvest again. You got food.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 39. The enemy that sows love is the devil. Harvest is the end of the world. The harvest is the end of the world.
In the end they came, man, the sky has not peeled back, man. You know what I'm saying? Wickedness is still on earth. People are not following the Bible. The world never ended. And the world we're reading about that's running is Esau. So who the hell is Esau? And Esau, somebody God hate. You know? So this world is written to end, man. And it don't mean the earth, because the earth abideth forever. You know? Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. Let them get that one.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh. But the earth abideth forever.
So how can the world end with the earth abide forever? Because the earth and the world is two different things. The earth and the world is two different things. You know? The earth and the world is two different things. How could the world end? Read that one time.
This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 39.
I think he saw
The enemy that sows love is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world. And the reapers are the angels.
See that? So stop at the harvest part. So the harvest is the end of the world, man. That's what that's talking about in Jeremiah 51 and 33. It's the end of the world. But the world clearly has not ended because people are still not worshiping. That's why people are still not, everybody still thinking many names. You know what I'm saying? Women still walk around with pants. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites are still not, the new covenant is not even here. So the world it's impossible for the world to have ended. But you got people out here teaching this, man. The world has not ended. So that man has not came back with that sword, bro. Because that's a part of the world ending, which is what that finishes off saying. You can go ahead and finish it. Harvest, you can just read it again. Always do. Because each point in that is different. This is your Yahushua breaking down prophecy. It's not a read-through, man. Why you think Isaiah talked about it? He talked about what Isaiah talked about within a sentence, including something else. That's what that verse is, man. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 39. The enemy that sows dumb is the devil.
Right, stop right there. So-called Jesus just told you about an enemy. And he's selling that to Israelite men. Now is that the red guy with the pitchfork? You see? So who the hell is that? Read it one more time, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 39.
Yeah.
The enemy that sows dumb is the devil.
I was trying to put this on the devil, on this man that's our enemy. And he's called the devil. He's called the devil. And guess what? Nations are seen as men. So when we see so-called East Indians, we call you Elam. You see the so-called bunch of white people, we call you Esau. So which man is that? The man that God hates. The man that's wrote about when this world to end in the Apocrypha. People try to say that's not canon. Because it exposes the truth. It's all foreign, man. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 39. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world.
The harvest is the end of the world.
And the reapers are the angels.
So that's telling you how the world gonna end. How it's gonna be harvested. And who is gonna be harvested by. You know? What's something else we just had? So you know what's up, brother?
I got the Ecclesiastes 1 and 4.
Okay, yeah. Daniel 12 and 1.
Fine.
Is it a little more on that, brother? On that Matthew? On Matthew 13?
It says, this is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 40. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire.
That's not the end of it. That's all this is your Howard shot talking, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not the end of that. Because what do you do in harvesting? You clean up the garden, man. You know what I'm saying? Read that verse one time, brother.
This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 40.
Yeah.
As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire.
So the crap, you know what I'm saying? That's these people, man. What's going now? What is the fire? It's telling us about a fire. Now, is that a literal fire? Yes. Yes, it is. Revelation 20.
So shall it be in the end of this world.
Breaking the part down, man. So, brothers, understand it be light, man. You know, every piece counts. Every piece counts, bro. Every single piece counts. You know, because once again, you gotta find out about the fire. We haven't even proved the fire yet. So before we declare, him saying that's what's going to in the world be, let's find out what the fire is. Let's slow down a little bit. This is you're gonna miss it. This is
Wait, so can we go that way?
yeah, you're gonna get this. What do y'all want to get? I'm gonna get this and then I'm gonna read back. This is Revelation 20. Hey, bro. I know you're an Israelite, man. God coming, he's gonna destroy America, man. He's gonna kill most of the black people and Latinos and Native American Indians. But they won't turn back to him. The Jews. He is Jew. He's a Jew. You're a real bloodline Jew. You're gonna die in America, though. A horrible death. God gonna kill that nigga, man. So he sent him back through here so he can hear what it's about now. He done. Revelation 20 and 14. It says, laugh, man. Nigga finished. Revelation, it ain't even on some non-mercy stuff. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be, but the Lord said do that, man. We do what the Lord said to do, not our own minds, you know? Not gonna learn what that means soon, man. Revelation 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. And that's gonna be by the nuclear destruction that's written to hit America, man. Period. Period. Now let's get detailed. This is Revelation 20 and 7. And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. That's when so-called blacks rule in Europe, man. That was the highest sovereignty on the earth at that time. So if the white man wasn't ruling, basically if you didn't have the power then, in Europe then, you You weren't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We was calling everything. That's why so-called black man was able to put out the Bible. Lord, they see how he set it up? When the Bible needs to come out and be published as the Old Testament, Apocrypha, and the New Testament, it wasn't during Esau's rulership. It was during when we was ruling. You see that? To prove we Jacob, man. That's why they said King James is a so-called white man and he's a homo, man. So that's what this is talking about, man. And it goes deeper. But we ain't gonna give it all, you know. This is Revelation 20:7. And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. What's that prison? Those damn mountains, man. That's why you get stories of Yakub. Jay-Z talking about he ready to chase Yakub back in the cave. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff talking about Esau, man. When Moors had to teach so-called white men how to bathe, that's why Jake get into being Moors, because they hear about that. But you don't know those Moors were just lost Israelites. That's forsaken away, and they just constantly inventing things, man. You know? And they did that during the power when we was ruling. When Satan was in that prison. It says, and shall go out, and when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, God and make God. God being, Russia. To gather them together to battle, the number of whom is the sand of the sea. And they went on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. And fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. What's that fire the Lord's gonna send down, man? Those nukes. That's the Isaiah 54:16. He created the Smith, man. He gonna literally send fire on this place, man. During the war with Russia. Ultimately, because Russia is funding everybody. So really, you gotta give credit to Russia. They supporting everybody military. That dumbass Edomite didn't know what he was talking about. He said China has the #1 military. China just putting out the most missiles, man. And they really getting all their military artillery from the Russians, man. More so called white people, you know? Make God, man. Hey, bro. Check me out real quick. Just look at this real quick. You ever heard of the Israelites? Huh? You ever heard of the Israelites? Yeah. Oh.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
That's what they say, right? You know that's go ahead, get it. Deuteronomy 28:68. They say that's what happened to black people, right? Okay, that's it. Deuteronomy 28:68.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
We got the Deuteronomy, Exodus, Deuteronomy 6:12. So he said he's going to bring these people into Egypt again with ships. Let's just find out what he did.
Fine, this is Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 12. It says, Then beware lest thou forget the Lord which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
Egypt means the house of bondage. What's another word for bondage? Right. Slavery, right? Go ahead. Deuteronomy 28:68.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the creator of all this, heaven and earth, he's going to bring a people into slavery again.
With ships.
What is slavery with ships? Last night? Let the brother Mark read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
The way he said it, he's going to go around how he said it in here, and these people wasn't going to see their land anymore.
There ye shall be sold,
place you go to, you shall be what?
ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, for bondmen and bondwomen. This is Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
That's how we don't do it. Oh,
that's a lot.
Anyway, the reason why this is important for you to know is because you're a black person. I just know the name. You know what I'm saying? Not because you know that this is why that's turn back to the Lord, He's going to kill you. So let's be back and we're going to think of that. You're an Israelite, bro. That's why he's taking a lot of textbooks. See, they didn't even know what to call ourselves. This is a weird thing. See? Let's find out why. Jeremiah 17. Famous celebrities of mine. Carmelo, he just came out and said he was Nick Cannon just came out and said who else? Common, he got caught. Found out what he was like. Deshaun Jackson, Carmelo Anthony, Kanye West. He came out and said Kendrick Lamar. Black.
He said I'm an Israelite. He said I'm an Israelite.
Yeah, call me
Bless the Lord.
Not black. When you got money, you can do whatever you got time on, right? You can do whatever you want. They find out the truth. You entertain every day. God ain't giving us a good man. Still hot in the middle of the hill. We the richest. They know middle class. That's your thing. Go ahead. I can say that when it's about you got the Jeremiah 17:4.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. Thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Why did this happen? You know why it's 2015. Our ancestors were the Israelites. They broke God's commandments. That's why the Bible says actually the Israelites. They read the scripture, get that, and it's consoled the whole time. You know? They don't want to be able to teach it. They so called right now and say, the church not even built. Thank you. That's the part. Get that respect.
Deuteronomy chapter
Well, you know
28.
what? Since he's making sense of what he just said, let's give him Acts 7 and 48. That's the problem. You got to back up what you say. That's what the Lord tells us. He said, prove all things. Don't just take somebody word. You know what I'm saying?
This is Acts chapter 7, verse 48. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
So how could churches be sold during the Christ life? Because you say the word Lord and do it forever. So I'll be serving his colors. That's why we would search for the place to agree. I mean, gathering of the Israelites. Only the Israelites are not there. So now you can find out who the Israelites are.
This is Revelation chapter 3. Chapter 3, verse 9.
What's up, man? Take that a little bit.
It says, Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not. Behold, I will make them. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved
Now, with the Israelites, first and foremost, the word Jew comes from the tribe called Judah. That's what we use the word Jew. You know about black people? You talk about African Americans? So you like, yeah, what about black people, right? Right? Those are the guys. Anyway, the word Jew, the word Jew comes from Judah. Right? Now, these are Israelites, right? It says the Israelites are going to go into slavery by 6 friends, right? That happened, right? Because only people you know that went into slavery by 6 is black people. Now look, I know the last of them that say they are Jews and are not. Right? So the Jews were said to go into slavery, right? What does that say? That was the man that wanted the slaves. They Jews. He's supposed to go into slavery. Fake Jews, right in the Bible, right? We the real Jews, bro. That's not a real word. Somebody said they Jewish. Go back to your dad and so-called black man, regular African American, came like silent to them. Lord, we think it's called Jesus comes from your dad, he said you think you'd be a Jew too. So these people together make up Jews. Then there comes like Isaac, the Benjamin and Levi. More than likely you hear about this kid, you can see Levi, you can talk to wake up before the number God is giving
that there is
those that remain, we're going to bring them back and look. You know, that's how it works. Whatever you got. So that's pretty much it. So I asked this brother, let him hear that. Why did this happen?
hold on, let me get this first. Hebrews 7 and 14.
Well, we can hold on that.
Okay,
Here's
cool.
the empire right there.
Well, no, let him hear that. Go ahead, let him hear that. That's cool.
Hebrews 7 and 14.
Right.
It says, for it is evident
So-called Jesus.
that our Lord
Who's the Lord? Jesus, right? Go ahead.
sprang out of Judah.
Spring out of where?
Out of Judah.
So it's evident. So that's why. So Jesus, when you hear about how he looked, he sound like a so-called black man. Woolly hair, burnt brass feet, right in the Bible. That's in Revelation. It's all here. That's cool. We ain't gotta get it. You know. Go ahead. Why did this happen though?
This is Deuteronomy.
So he your bloodline relative, brother. His name ain't Jesus. We got the 1611. Show y'all that real quick too. But you keep going while you read, right?
Right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Not another lie. His name not Jesus. Never was. We're gonna show y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken,
If who will not hearken?
if thou wilt not hearken
All Israel. These words Moses spake unto Israel. This is Deuteronomy. Go to the first chapter, first verse. Go ahead.
Alright. And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken
It's going to happen. That's all right.
unto the voice
Really?
of the Lord thy God,
You won't listen to the Lord. You call God, right?
to observe to do all his commandments
All his commandments. Nobody else's. Go ahead.
and his statutes,
And his
And then the
statutes.
next
which I
weekend.
command thee this day,
You command who?
which I command thee this day,
That's why it only happened to our people. Only our people. Because these Israelites, man. It only happened to our people. He's not everybody God. He created everybody, but he's not everybody God. We'll let you go in a second. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
it says that all these curses
Uh-huh.
shall come upon you and overtake you.
So these are cursed, man. See, they didn't even know what the hell we were calling them. We're going to call ourselves in the 80s, bro. All of this, man. All happened out there. Remember the people of the islands right there. See them palm trees? That's your people. The same people. They were hands up, man. All in the islands. All Americans. Israelites, whether these are not black, Asian, Creole, that's a curse. Lord, give your name. And our ancestors, most of them will die. You're a priest, bro. Five people. You're a priest. That's what you're supposed to do. Bring your birds and you're about to get everything. Everybody keeps giving up. You're going to be rich, bro. Yeah. Time back to the Lord now. Let it deal with it. Think God forgot about this? No, he said that God, do you think God hated the words of the Bible? Like here, the story of Jesus. And this, let this go. You walk over there, bro. Go ahead, you got it? Does God hate according to the Bible? Do you think God hate according to the Bible? Go ahead, brother.
This is Romans chapter 9.
Pastor not gonna tell you this, and that's why people destroy it. Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
God hate, man. His other one. Micah 3 and 1. No, Malachi 1. Jacob is who our forefather's name used to be. He got his name changed to Israel. Israel means
Now let's see,
to say Israel in Arabic is Joshua Allah. Yah meaning is he. Shar is prince. Allah is God. That's where you get Muslims like Allah Akbar. That means power. But they Hebrews too. You know? They come from Abraham. They just come from the son
Ishmael.
So also called Arabs, Muslims, them Ishmaelites. We the Israelites. We the Hebrew Israelites. They're the Hebrew Ishmaelites. You know? But he said he hate, man. Let's get the other one.
Samuel.
Malachi 1.
Malachi 1 and 5. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel.
That's it, right, brother?
By Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord.
So God loves. Go ahead.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not
I can't see the love coming from God right now. We're getting shot down, killed. Go ahead.
was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord.
The so-called white man is our twin brother. That's why everything white versus black. I think it's Esau versus Jacob. They was twins. Israel came out with a twin. They look nothing alike. Esau came out red, all over. The white man won't tell you that. He said he's white, because think about it. If he tell you he Esau, we just read in the Bible, God hate Esau. Will his world continue? No. People gonna go with God. Not all white people evenly wicked. He might not even be a white man. You gotta go back to your lineage, man. You know what I'm saying? We just finish that. We give him a channel. Go ahead.
This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, yet I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet you say, where hast thou loved us?
Right.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob,
Right?
and I hated Esau.
God hates. It's all throughout the Bible. We give you plenty of scriptures on that. You don't hate the sin. They tell you, God don't hate the sin. He don't hate the sinner. He hates the sin. No, that's blasphemous. He outright hates the sin, right? Sirach 12, real quick. That's pretty much it, man. Y'all the Israelites. Brother, you can get this brother the channel. If you want to stick around, listen. You know, we got a YouTube channel.
I got
you, brother. You give him a channel.
Con. I got that too.
Okay, okay. Yeah, just give everybody time. Oh, we're gonna. So what about everybody else? Y'all gotta hear that too. Yeah. Yep, the Jews, man. Latinos, them are people, they Israelites. We call them Native Americans, them are people, they Israelites. Sirach, so they say God don't hate the sinner, he hates the sin. Right in the Bible. Sirach 12 and 6. The Most High hated sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. So don't think because they're going around being wicked, selling their souls, that God dealing with them, he's blessed them. No, he's keeping them around for the ultimate punishment. Son's gonna die in a nuclear fire. Race wars getting ready to happen. That's why this Black Lives Matter thing is such a high level. Race wars is constantly getting ready to happen. The Lord controls all that. Does the Lord create evil? Does he kill? You think so according to the Bible? Okay, you gotta hear it. Let's get
Isaiah 45 and 7.
Get that.
Deuteronomy.
Amos 5 and Amos 3 and 6. Amos 3 and 6. What's 32? Amos 3 and 6 and
32, 39.
yeah, it's cool. Yep. Perfect. Go ahead.
Fine. I'm gonna get the Deuteronomy first.
Yep. That's it. The Lord killed.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. It says, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal.
God killed you. Since you got killed in front of the store, the Lord did that. Okay? He just. It's for a reason. Get that real quick, bro. Job 4 and 7.
Con.
Real quick. Keep going.
It says, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
See them dudes right there? Them Israelites, them Jews. You know what I'm saying? They don't know it. Y'all blessed right now. Everybody don't hear this. They might walk past and see it. That was their opportunity. The Lord put it in front of you. Because when he kills you, brings you back. You don't remember this day? You know what I'm saying? You ain't had it ear to ear. You was too busy doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you still gonna go home, wake up tomorrow and still be in slavery. Yes, we're still in slavery. Didn't we get brought here on slave ships? We're still here, right? See? We never went back to our home land. The pastor won't tell you this. Ron James ain't gonna tell you this, but they paid him off. They love money more than God, man. You know? But they know they're Israelites. That's why they coming out saying it.
Job
4 and 7.
Con,
God kills, man.
this is Job
And
chapter
make
4.
alive. He make babies born. He kill babies. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Job chapter 4 verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perisheth, being innocent.
See that? Whoever perished being innocent. So, Kobe helicopter fell out the sky, he wasn't innocent, man. one of the brothers found out. We got another brother with us. He ain't here right now, but he found out the morning Kobe's helicopter crashed. He went to a Catholic church. Because you can't worship the Lord how you want. You got to do it according to the scriptures. That's why so much wickedness on the earth. The Lord about to destroy it. Nobody open the Bible and read it. They make up their own words and put what they want to say. You know, I didn't tell you that God hate. I said, do you think according to the Bible? You honestly said no. That's cool. I didn't think it either. You know what I'm saying? I found out and I read. It's right in there, man. My pastor ain't tell us that. He was set up and paid off. That's why you got $1 million churches. It's crazy, bro. These pastors getting rich off the word of God. It's free we give it out. Yeah. You know? Go ahead, brother. That was it?
I got Amos 3.
Go ahead, yo.
Amos chapter 3, verse 7.
Black Lives Matter, all the protests, George Floyd, right here. Go ahead.
Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
No, that's 7.
Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
So a trumpet is a warning. You know what I'm saying? That's what it signals. Go ahead.
Shall there be evil in a city?
Shall be what?
Shall there be evil in a city?
In a what?
In a city.
Okay.
And the Lord hath not done it?
Say, read it.
So like, shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
So evil going on in the city when all hell breaking loose, the Lord behind that, man. Isaiah 40, that's perfect. You got it, brother.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7.
All throughout the Bible.
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
It's crazy, right? All this in the Bible. It's the Lord. This. Why does it make sense? Proverbs 11:1. I'll show you why it makes sense. And then we're gonna show you what's gonna happen to everybody else. I know y'all wondering. Possibly. Yeah. You gotta turn back to the Lord after this.
This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. It says, a false balance is
what?
a false balance.
The Lord's balance. That's why he said I create good and evil. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
A false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
He creates happy and sad. Go ahead.
But a just weight is his delight.
So a false balance is abomination to the Lord. You can't love everything. What? So you love Jeffrey Dahmer? You love the dude that killed George Floyd? You know what I'm saying? You love the dude that killed Nipsey Hussle? You know what I'm saying? That's off, man. You gotta hate, you gotta love, man. Because God does it. You gotta do it in righteousness. You can't hate somebody just because how they look. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. You hate off you. It's called perfect hatred in the scripture. So that's why it makes sense. That's why he kills and he makes alive. That's why he creates. These people deserve what they get, man. We don't know what Nipsey did that day. You know what I'm saying? Or in his life before that day. And the Lord controls what you do. That's another thing in the scripture. But that's pretty much it. Y'all pretty much got everything. What's gonna happen to the people? That ain't Israelites. 13 and 10. Right behind us. Oh. It's like, y'all gotta know this too. Go ahead. None of this is not important, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So what is another word for captivity? We already talked about it. Who led the people into captivity? And you're not Africans. The brother bringing that out, man. They tell you we African. That's a damn lie, man. It's 100% lie. And man, how you person on the Bible? The Lord don't kill that. That's simple, man. You know? Get John 4:24. They told you as an African we wasn't. Our people fled into West Africa when we lost Israel because we was kicked out by God. That's what happened. We went to West Africa because we blend in. Everybody there is dark. And the Africans, who are really called Africans, that's a white man last name. They're Hamites. Everybody comes from 3 sons of Noah. Shem, Japheth, and Ham. Everybody on this earth, you see right now, they come from one of three sons. We come from Shem. We come from Shem too. So-called white dude, bro. So, yeah, you come from Shem too. You a Hebrew Edomite. But you might be an Israelite. That's what you look like, man. If you go back to your dad's side, go back, you might find a black man. You Your mom don't, the woman don't even consider, is not even considering to, she's not a factor in what the child comes out as. She plays a part in how the child looks, but the man carries the seed. You know what I'm saying? You put an apple seed in China, it's what's still gonna come out. That's simple, an apple seed. So if your daddy a white man, he's white. He look like, you know what I'm saying, one of us. If your daddy a Chinese man, he might look like a so-called Chinese man. But get him, show y'all we ain't African, right? Not even in the Bible, man. See? We don't be reading the Bible and that shit. Oh, man. We got women, we got women at home, we got child.
The Bible dictionary. Right here it says him. It says the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor, which means like the father, the progenitor of the dark race. So him is the father of the dark race. Right? Not the Negroes. Not the Negroes.
Okay, keep going.
But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
All Africans. They're Africans. But they don't tell you where the hell you do come from. That's why you gotta go search. You gotta go back to the Bible, bro. You're not an African. They lie. You're not an African. You're an Israelite, bro. You're the best people on earth. Deuteronomy 7:6. Let's let them hear this, man. That's why our people dominated everything. And they don't give us nothing. But they use us for everything. You know? You got the $3 million deal, Travis Scott, but you don't own the record company. You know what I'm saying? You a damn idiot. And you make the best music. That's stupid. Because you're in slavery. And all these celebrities know they're Israelites, bro. They sellouts. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7.
And the Illuminati in the Bible too. Go ahead.
In verse 6. For thou art the holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The Israelites.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
That's why we get our ass whooped like nobody else. Because we're the Lord's kids, man. Okay?
Above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
Why did he whoop us? Because when you whoop your child, what is that showing? Yeah, it's that simple. And our people still won't get it. The scripture that say, why should you be stricken more and more for you? Why should I stricken you? Like whoop you more and more, and you're gonna revolt more and more. That's how the Israelites are throughout the whole Bible. And that's why this happened to these people. The Lord gave us everything, bro. You know? We got everything now. And what could you possibly do when you walk away? Not forget all of it, but act like you want to have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Slave of the Lord, bro. Here's the last scripture.
That's from my
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore will I punish you.
Punish who?
Therefore will I punish you.
No, everybody.
Punish you
See?
for all your iniquities.
He only dealt with you. He told you don't do that, and you went and did it. But when everybody else go do it, they don't get in trouble. You see? We don't think I got the law. The law is us. We the real priests, the prophets. Everybody got to learn through us. So all these nations getting ready to go into slavery, and then that's how they're going to get to worship the Father. You know? And it's not our world right now. It's a so-called white man's world. They tell you that in the Bible. You know? You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, man. Anything further you want to say? Tell these brothers? You know? Our Jews, man, they lied. Yeah, man. Kendrick found out the truth. All these people know, man. The America's finna be destroyed, bro. Oh.
Yeah, that's important.
Don't do this. That's what the coronavirus is setting up right now. We at the end of the world right now. It's getting ready to happen. We ain't putting no date on it, no time on it. It's here. All of them, the mark of the beast.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It's the RFID checker. Yeah, that's the main thing. Your head too, 2 months. You know, they getting everybody comfortable with him. That's why he's the guy behind the Teslas. You know what I'm saying? about it, get Isaiah 14:1. Just say you're not an Israelite, right? If you cleave unto the house of Jacob, it says the nations that bless you, they're gonna be blessed. You know what I'm saying? That's how because the Lord gonna kill majority so-called white people because they did his star people. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna kill. They ain't just y'all either. Everybody benefited off the ass whooping of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American people. Hey, brother, Mahar, get that 2 Corinthians 11:6, that rule of speech. So I don't want y'all to be going off, but I'm just persecuting you. That's just something quick. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob
That's right.
and will yet choose Israel.
He's going to choose Israel again because he's going to gather all the nations. He don't say that, but that's you can see like, okay, that's really what he's saying. Go ahead.
It says, and I will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Right, we're going to go back to all of it. Israel. Go ahead.
And the strangers shall be joined
In the
with
who?
them.
In the who?
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
That's why you're in the clear to the house of Jacob. But if you be like, man, you follow the lies with everybody else, you're going to die in the If y'all don't wake up, you definitely going to be tired. You know? That's it, man.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 6.
Person thing. Nigga in the Bible too.
But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things.
Although I be what?
But though I be rude in speech,
This is the Apostle Paul. He say he's rude. See? But he's not. Go ahead, finish.
but though, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things.
Saying, not how it's they saying. You know what I'm saying? That's when people be emotional. I can't do that with you. You gotta listen, man. And that's pretty much it. So, give y'all the Lord's name too, real quick. God is not a name. That's a title. His name is Yahweh. Yahweh means Yah is He once again. Wah, Hebrew means to be or exist. He just is. You know what I'm saying? You can't explain God. His name, that's why his name is Yahweh, meaning He just is. The son name is not Jesus. I got it? The son name is Yahweh Shah, which means He, salvation, He delivered. So-called black man getting ready to come out of the sky. Y'all see that? That ain't the star. You don't start seeing it. Look around. Ain't nothing else around. You said there's a star. Look around. Ain't no, do you see any other stars over there in that facility? No, it's far, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a song that the slaves used to sing when they was in these fields. Swing low, sweet cherry. It's a song about, pretty much a song about abduction. That's how we gonna get the hell out of America when the nukes shot over and they build this place up. How you gonna escape? Beamed up. The left, that's how it's gonna happen. You're gonna come back down and take the water, and you're gonna take the earth. The world don't mean earth. Two different things. God does not love the earth, He loves the world. See? That's it. Lord willing, I'll take it serious. I was shot and come kill a lot of people, you know? And that's in the Bible. Last scripture, Matthew 10 and 34. Y'all gotta hear from Jesus. You're gonna screw your head up about Jesus too.
Matthew chapter 10.
Jesus is a nice guy, right? Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34.
Yes, he is, but let's hear the rest of it.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Red letter. What does red letter mean? That means Jesus said blood. Go ahead.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
What?
But a sword.
Did he bring the sword when he cared about what deal when he first walked the earth? Was he telling people that he bring the sword? We ain't hear about that, right?
We don't see the lab one.
That's when we come back. That's it, man. This is our job to go out here and tell people. So I wasn't trying to hold y'all, but it's serious, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. A lot of real Israelites, real Jews.
Have a good one.
but
Oh God, yeah, 100%.
you know, it's just little key things like some of these lines feel like that. Well, I didn't think they would receive. Once the child was concerned, they wouldn't receive the whole. They didn't really need to know the earth is given to them. You know what I'm saying? They were listening. They really listened to, okay, some ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So, basically got to look at this as much as I can. Still don't believe the sun. So they think they still got time. Like, they still think they have a concept about it. Okay, we time, so I got to move. You know what I'm saying? They know nothing about what I'm getting off. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to just catch ourselves. Unload them. You know what I'm saying? Even me, you know? That, I don't know, I was praying. I got praying. All these wicked niggas out there.
It's like in the central area, see all these heathens and demons running up and down the street with their mics, being loud with the music. Everybody's smoking, killing themselves. You're literally in the Valley of Dry Bones right now.
You know what's good about it too? Like, I'm not saying, you know, the last one, the Lord don't let it be the last one. Sometimes you do. Right. But now you're right, man.
Right?
Yeah, you're good. Basically, sometimes it's better when they be like, okay, I gotta go. But the Lord said, push out the fear. You know what I'm saying? So, scripture's on fire. That's what I say. They ain't gonna put them out. Yeah. I don't know if these guys got to do something. Probably still standing there. How long they have on their head? They could stand.
You don't think they left before them? Yeah. In the walking.
See?
On the hat. That's the teacher he did.
What was it called?
That's something you want to pay attention to. Like, say you got somebody already on there. Don't try to get somebody else. If you can, just bring them over. That's why I was like, man, I have to stay contact. I want to go to him. I was like, damn, I'm going to use these brothers. And he might not be working. We already built the foundation. So why stop building with these brothers?
For this
Yeah, some distance, we got him to stop. You fall in. If you real, you going to stay. See? We got to do it short on. We got to be trying to pay attention to that whole spiritual discernment. I'm a discerner. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know? Discerning is really alone. You know what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? On different levels. Both don't. You brothers got something? Y'all want to go into something? Yeah, Khan. Yup. The Most High hated sinners. He will pay. Brother brought it out, man. Yup. The Lord is a man of war. That's right, brother. Yup. The Lord, he threw up the Revelation 1 and 13. That's right. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, white as white as snow. And his eyes were as the flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in the furnace. And his voice of many waters. That's right, man. You know? Oh yeah, man. Zechariah 9 and 6. It say, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. You know? Forget about that one. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. And I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, man. Them fake Jews in Israel, man. Fake people in Israel. Oh, man. The Lord brothers throwing them up. This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also, the works that are therein shall be burned up. That's right. That's right, man.
How the hell? How explain it? What's your dumb. Why would you put your name on the sign if it said the Jews was going to go into slavery on slave ships? And you put your name, Israelite, so-called Israelite name, selling people on slave ships. That's so counterproductive.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to revise a new version of the scriptures. They try to change the words and things.
They don't do it. That's why I say Revelation 'For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of this book, of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. You know? Oh man, this is Revelation 22 and 20. He was testified, being witness these things, saying, surely I come quickly. Amen. Amen. Even so, come Yahweh. Adawan Yahweh. Look at that. He said it's a start. Okay, so what the hell is that right there? He said it's a storm. Nah, bro. Ain't no storm, brother. But that was some cheap. I should have went there.
Even with the moon, too. You notice that
Look, dude's still walking around. He lost all of his soul.
It's the #1 rated town.
And he ain't get that.
You ain't even in the world doing this.
Huh?
You ain't in the world doing this.
Yeah. He just lost. You don't even know. He's just sucking at everything. Listening. Not listening. He's sucking not listening. Because when you're in the world, you don't listen.
You damn Creole. You know what I'm saying?
Most of people don't listen. They're able to do something. You know what I'm saying? They don't listen. And a lot of them get rich. You ain't one of them. Well, yeah, this dude's gonna walk past us like 3 times now. Why? Lord don't want it. He totally don't want everybody.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 12, in verse 32. What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it.
You want more like a woman than her. You see, I realize it.
Saying dumb shit like that. They say, I need you a gay best friend.
That's only the heathens. I believe for that one guy to be that was with that Jake female. I believe he was a Egyptian.
That brother said, I'm not black. He said, I'm Creole.
They said, well, I mean, yeah, he's not black, but he's not Creole.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 6. Add thou not unto his word, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar.
They ain't gonna add. They're not gonna add to the book of Revelation. That's one book they're not gonna add. That's why when they try to change the outside appearance, they still put bronze. You can't change it, man. You ain't gonna play with that book of Revelation.
Say bronze. They said, what's the color of bronze burning the purpose?
Us is good. Instead of brass, it's good. You ain't changing. You know what I'm saying? No. Come on, no. First of all, disappear and that's over. You're going to make your revision. That's really all the revisions. All you've seen they change in the revision is Jeremiah 14.
You got brothers trying to say they see Middle Eastern, right? But that was the case.
It is Middle Eastern. What does that mean? What does that mean? That don't mean nothing. Where the hell is Israel at? Of course he's Middle Eastern. What does a Middle Eastern person look like?
I know.
His name is Martin, man. He's stupid as hell. He's Middle Eastern. Of course he's from the damn Middle East. He's stupid. No, he's stupid is when they say he's olive. That's what he's stupid. Where's that? He's olive, man. He's olive. That's fine.
That's what he's trying to say about they are the like so you're saying that he's like a baby green or like a
Right.
olive green.
Yeah, maybe green. Help me. Green, man. That's the devil's stuff, man. It's so stupid. Basically, you be so stupid. You don't understand yourself.
Talking about Judah, also being black, was that Jeremiah?
They don't read. Only thing everybody knows, John 3:16. He had hair like what up, nigga? No news from the morning. What up, nigga? I think that's just the apple in the garden. You don't hear nothing else coming from the average black. They don't mention nothing else. You know what I'm saying? If you know nothing about it, most people don't even know that's in the Bible. Because they don't deal with evidence. You know what I'm saying? Say it is evidence. They don't deal with evidence, man. They're thinking of all these bones and heads, and they look like those are all black people. It's evident that you don't deal with evidence. Okay,
Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. The law to the testimony of they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Right.
They're not trying to hear this word, so they're not speaking this word to this word. They're not gonna like it. Let's go on to white women as talk about, yeah, he worked.
All you told to do, I thought you said Ben Stiller actually said, I'm going to say he didn't say evidence. He's like, you really think you think you're justified by your works?
Sorry,
That's what his dad said.
Thank you. Sorry.
Looks like he could have had something to say. there. He was trying to do that. It's like it would have been a wrestling catch. I'm saying that's what you don't say from. You know, he's saying he's worthy. He kind of looked like he was damn near worthy. He started moving from that. You know? Like, look for that. Look for it. Like. Look it up. Hebrew Israelites. He's the only one. See, he do think he's too cool, the little one, but you can tell he's a leader. You can tell he's a leader. That's why he has to lead.
Really? That would have been funny because I'm going to also been wearing.
That's all I'm trying to see what he's going to do. Well, I'm going to try to be hesitant. I'm talking about the one in the side out because he's the only one that really caught. Because the other guys kept going.
First of all,
yeah, Salomon, man. That's why you gotta celebrate, man. I was really prepared for that, man. I should have told him to come in, man. Brother could have gave him the center. As soon as he put him on ring, he was like, that's how I walk away.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
That's too much. The only
trees, which are not comely or live on. And what should envious man do with money?
Yeah, that's right, man. Then he could have been. He might be one of them little hating niggas. You know what I'm saying? That like to hate, repeat. You know what I'm saying?
Little.
He don't like to hear it, you know what I'm saying? In this world, people do stories.
No, but it's like you said, leader, like you can't bring it, you know what I'm saying? Being his life to the highest spot.
Sorry.
That's why I jumped on him how I did, you know? I can see, like you got some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he's too proud. He's too up here. You know, like you said, they don't like to hear their world, their beloved world is coming to them. You can't tell everybody that, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially the little niggas who just started. You know? He's like, just not getting no girls. He's just not getting some freedom.
Right, they out here literally like a pack of dogs. You know?
Man, those little niggas gonna go to jail.
They ain't got no other, y'all can't do nothing out here.
They still trying to catch some pussy, it's gonna be some.
I ain't gonna say too young.
They get started.
They not even really catching them. They dogs out the way. They
That's
just
why they in that mode. They ain't gonna stop. I just started you telling me what? Come on, bro. Come on, let me just go out. Come on, just let me go out. You telling me my words are shit. But he went out at a certain point. He didn't even know what point it started rolling. So he probably was there out the start. When that was first in the air there. You don't even care to stop him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm alright. You didn't even care to stop his dog. You know? Your dog's not entitled to my book bag, bro. You know?
He probably hate you. Trying to see.
Like I know your dog. You know what I'm saying? We all. Don't you take a bath with your dog? I take a bath with my dog, don't you? No, bro. What? Are you talking about in the caveman? That's caveman.
I'm saying like, congregation,
You know what caveman is? You know what the caveman is? Caveman is they deal with drugs.
Oh. You guys feeling right now?
You alright, no problem.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, man. I appreciate it, guys.
Caveman, that's exactly what it is. So more to your point. Caveman is the department of the cops that go to the hood and they undercover. That's why it's like that. And they, you know what I'm saying, they confiscate drugs and plant drugs. So what you probably said was 100% damn that probably accurate. Go ahead, what's that?
You see they whips. That's exactly what Jake drive in the hood.
That's all they drive. You only see them normally in the hood. So it's very interesting. See, Jake, that's everything cool. They don't even know what they be talking about. Everything not 12. What does 12 even mean? I don't even know what the fuck 12 means, to be honest. I don't even know what the hell that means. That's not bullshit. We know you got law, regular law, and you got K-Man. That's why you got K9. That was K-Man. So dude probably, that's interesting how that sequence just happened. Because you just said that, and I was thinking about it like, you know, because you didn't put nothing past yourself. And then you say 12 wide pass, and I look up, it ain't even the normal so-called 12. That's K-Man. What the hell they doing over here? They deal with drugs, bro. Right. Your whole point, that makes sense, they open it. That car, ironically, just ride past right after this dude run past. That was a K9, right? With a K9. Read the Bible, you would think that drugs are going to be able to plant drugs. So I feel bad with police attention. That's what I got to do. That's what we're saying. I'm niggas is here. Them niggas is here for the wicked. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, when we worry about how the ungodly go there, we punish, man. Don't even make some niggas go through time. We worry about the community. I'm trying to be on the side. I'm trying to go into the cockpit. You know what I'm saying? You dudes going wild on the plane. I want to see how the Lord driving this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because when he crashed it, I'm up there to see how he do it. Why he do it. You know? So don't worry about these damn police like that. Don't get on this spirit, because that's when the Lord will see a testament. Okay. You worry about them. They know, man. They know, they know. Wish I got more into that spirit. I don't even, because I was being stopped pretty often. You know what I'm saying? I know what to do, but I realized that always happens when I give them a reference. When you see a cop, you shouldn't even see a cop. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even see a cop. What do you do? You know? Because the Lord looking at you, he's looking at your mind in that moment. He's like, oh, so you ain't even shoot. Oh, so you don't got the power? Alright, pull over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how you can get back to 5 before you drive. You spend it. Like that morning, you and the brother showing cops. Alright, you come out focus on the Lord.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer.
That's the protocol in that situation, but the new power is realizing you got the power that puts you in that situation. So that's what you want to focus on, Troy. You need to get those situations away from that. I don't want to have to Matthew 5 and 25. I'm with you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to even have to get full things. Now, I don't decide what happens, but see, it happen, that's what I tend to notice. when you reference these people like they down here controlling stuff. So you're subject to them. You know, 'cause I'm not subject to something I don't believe in. You see what I'm saying? That's why you say, woe to the faint heart if you don't believe. If I walk, you got two ways to how most of us look at it. You drive past the cops, right? I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So you already thinking the cops is the cops. You got another one, you ride past the cops. The Lord, I don't even see him because I'm worried about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He a puppet. I ride past him, he a puppet. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? He don't stop me. He stops the other guy. This is fifth part of the song. Hold to the faint heart.
What are you doing?
For he believes you not, therefore he shall not be defended. Defended from even getting stopped in the first place. You clearly don't believe the power of control law. If I believe enough to where the nigga wanted to say the Lord haven't stopped me, I can believe at that moment the Lord can flip his damn car over and it happen right then and there. Because I believe that much. Period. That's how it works. That's faith, man. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Yep, been going for a little minute. Alright. Brother, got anything I want to say? Going to anything?
Go get something in that last thing you said.
Got it?
I want to scan or anti-blue.
This is Matthew chapter 21, verse 21. Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, you shall not only do this, which is done to the fig tree,
You an Israelite. You ever heard of the Israelites?
but also
You ever heard of the Israelites?
if ye shall say
Y'all the Israelites, so-called
this
Mexicans.
mountain.
Hold on, brother. Look. Y'all the Israelites, so-called Mexicans, they the children of God. Blacks and Native American Indians. That's why the things happened to us the way they did. America was taken from us. Our people broke the commandments, and that's why God allowed the Spaniards to conquer y'all. Y'all got to turn back to the Lord now as the children of Israel. If you don't, He gonna kill y'all, bro. Right? He gonna kill most of our people and America. That's what's getting ready to happen. America's gonna be destroyed, and the Israelites gonna be saved. That's what the Bible's talking about. But they gotta wake up first. That's why it hasn't happened. Y'all the Israelites. Just look up Hebrew Israelites. Issachar. Y'all from the tribe of Issachar. Go ahead, bro. And they was listening. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that group was with the parents that walked past that had the baby. They had already walked past. They came back. Yeah, that whole was six. Go ahead. Yeah, but that whole group came through. She stopped. And they know it's true. A lot of them Latinos so-called know, man. I wish the brother was true. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 21, verse 21. Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done.
And that's all brothers might not even get screwed. You know what I'm saying? What if he said that?
Oh, what was that wall?
Faith is still limited, man. You ain't really learning what faith is.
It's faith to have you not get nothing. Exactly.
It ain't real. You got a blank imagination. That's heavy. We should have showed from the sign.
I was that.
I ain't hear you too. Gotta look for who worthy, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't be out here there like a sitting goose. See the difference in those two? No, see that? That's why I said something to him, because he was like, I don't fear. I was like, hey, damn, you know what I'm saying? You're going to run into something. So let me stop.
Let me help you out. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally, let me help you out.
So what you're about to bust your head about is, you know, anyway. That's going to close out. All right, it's about honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, God Shem, Yahweh, Walah, Kodash, Rakah. Shalom.